Okay, let's do all the talking while I'm hearing my thoughts. Pillow talking my thoughts. Pillow talking my thoughts. Some days I hold you to my chest, and all you hear.
don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay, fine. No mass unsub, no mass unmember, okay? Okay? Alright, okay. Okay, fine. April Fools, everybody. The commitment, I gotta give it to you. Okay, to be fair, chat. Okay, to be fair. Please don't report. Okay, to be fair. To be fair, what you were looking at earlier is this. Give me a second. One sec. This is what you were looking at earlier. So, that's a loop. Okay, that's a loop. Look at it, chat. So, it's a 5-minute loop. But I thought that, man, parang walang nakakahalata na loop siya. Kasi ang tagal masyado eh. It's 5 minutes. So, I play the video goes on loop, right? And then it starts all over. And then starts like this again. Starts all over, right? But the thing is, hindi yata napapansin na loop nung simula. So I decided to do the loop in real life. Okay? The loop is the loop I was doing in real time. So fixed camera, fixed mic, dalawang ganito. That wasn't pre-recorded. The loop is 5 minutes. Yun yung hindi napapansin na loop kasi masyadong matagal. So I decided to do the loop in real time as well. Yeah, okay. April Fools, everybody. Happy April Fools. Welcome, Shantaru, JR. Who else is here? I mean, like, if you look at it, chat, look. Ito yata. Yeah, that one, right? Sinabayan ko yung pag-ayos ng camera. So, yung actual loop na aayusin ko yung camera, inaantay ko lang na mangyari yun so I could cut it to the live feed. Right? So, for the longest time, inaabangan ko. And then, I think that's when I decided to do things again and again and again and again. O, diba? Tapos yun na yung paulit-ulit. Pero, ano yan? That's IRL. I did that in person already. Okay. Sira na ang loop. Okay, hi everybody. Okay, so today, we're gonna have a raffle. So first things first, may I have your names? And hopefully, di na tayo mapatulan ng internet this time. No more April Foolsing, okay? That was a one and done. We have OJ. By the way, when we did this last year ang ginawa ko naman last year, I played an old stream. As in, same old stream, so April 1, diba? I played the stream from the previous week, and then I just plastered it on the current stream, and then walang nakapansin until maybe like 10 minutes in. I think si Gio yata ang unang nakapansin and si Mock na parang, teka lang, last week pa to ah. So yeah, chat. Alex, who else we have here? Shantaru, Pau, Mock, Christian, Romeo. It's not really an old prank. Not really an old prank. I just decided to do it a little bit different this time around. Loop naman. But yeah. Yeah, di ba last year? Okay, Vault is joining. My gosh, sana hindi na mapatulan ng internet tonight. Unlike last night though, hindi na ako binigyan ng free data ng Globe. So after last night, Kubo's like, bahala ka na dyan. Right? Bahala ka na dyan. You're not getting free data even if naputol yung internet kagabi. Okay, we're not yet live on TikTok, so mag-live na rin tayo sa TikTok. By now, I kind of don't even know if worth discussing pa yung kay Joy Barcoma. Kasi Monday pa yun, di ba? Wednesday na. Okay. LJ2 wants to join. Yan. Okay, Levy. Yeah, last night was nuts, chat. Okay. So what are we going to be winning tonight? It's still the same thing as last night. One winner of Garnier Skincare, one winner of Lay's 3-pack, and one winner of 3 liters of Vitasoy Plus. Okay, that's a bunch of stuff. And for the skincare anywhere in the Philippines, yung Lay's 3-pack and yung Vitasoy, chat, I have to say sorry, but this will only be limited to Metro Manila. Okay? So, let's see how it all goes down later kapag nagbunutan na tayo. Pero sa ngayon, ito lang talaga ang nationwide. The rest within Metro Manila because it's gonna be hard to ship this through a national carrier. Kasi baka masira lang yung Vitasoy, as in mabutas, or yung Lay's, ganun din, masira. Feeling ko rin, JR, madadali ako ng TikTok. Ganun talaga. I wanna be creative next year though. Like I feel like the loop, the fake recording, that's old, right? By next year, gas-gas na yun. So next year, I'm gonna come up with something a little bit more elaborate, chat. Garnier Skincare? Sure, if you win, Shantaru. Why not? Wait, pa-ship sa work ni Cherry? You mean Cherry works in a career firm? Parang ganun? I know. Nakakatakot yung mass unsub. That is a wild threat, chat. I know Mock said it first. And I think at some point natatawa ako nung sinabi ni Mock yun. Wait. Let's see. Natatawa ako but I had to lock in. Is this one, isn't it? No, it's not that one. It is this one. Yeah. Is this one? When Mock said na magmamass unsub, chat, I had to lock in. Look at that. Natatawa na ako. Lock in. And then at one point, ayoko na basahin yung chat kasi alam kong matatawa lang ako. All right. Sure. Of course, Levy. Of course. There, see? Biglang susulpot next year. I don't know. I'm gonna think of something neat. I'm gonna think of something nice. As in, I wanna blow your minds by next year. That is to say that I'm going to be working my hardest para maging mas elaborate yung prank natin next year. Okay, let's hold this on in the meantime, and let's watch through a lot of Reddit threads. Actually, ang dami nito. Teka. These are all the threads, right? By now, yung mga links na meron ako, the Reddit links, I feel like they're old by now, Chad. Like 2 days and I still have the same bunch of links. Feeling ko hindi na siya ubra ngayon dahil naka 2 days na. So we'll just maybe go through this really quickly and then look at better things over at Reddit from today. I know, man. Ano yun? Except pag nag-sponsor? What do you mean? Okay. So, huwag na natin pag-usapan si Joy, no? Para natatakot ako pag-usapan si Joy eh. Like, I swear, chat. I swear if we talk about Joy and then nawalan na naman ng internet, Joy Barcoma is definitely the cursed topic. At least this one. Kasi yung last week, okay naman eh. Oh my God, that's so true, Levy. That's so true, man. What's oil today? Oil today is high again, I think. Ano ang oil today? Check lang natin, ah. It's it looks like it's finding a price. Akyat baba. Maybe it's digesting the price. Gaganito yan. And then magde-decide. Because right now, chat, we don't know where it is. Where's the drawing? So you see how gumaganyan siya? Okay, it's gonna do this. My prediction. Okay. And then magde-decide kung akyat or bababa. Right now, I think we're in a wait and see. Kasi nag-report yata ang US ngayon, di ba? I think the Department of War Secretary was like, the war will end in a few days. Gumanon siya, di ba? So I think nag-calm yung markets yung nangyari yun. World price, yeah, for per barrel based on the Brent crude oil. So yan, akyat, baba, tapos mag-stabilize yan dito to wait and see kung ano ang magiging final prediction this week. And then, aakyat or bababa? We don't know. That's gonna be the spicy thing based on what I can see sa chart. I think they're buying time. Pero hindi ako naniniwala na I buy into the notion na kung mag-deploy ng troops on ground in Iran, it will be the most catastrophic death toll of Americans since probably the Vietnam War. You know what I mean? Because there is absolutely no way that that's gonna happen. Like, sobrang wild lang kung magde-deploy ng troops on foot in anywhere near Iran. Yeah, I mean, all there is no way for a ground invasion. That's just asking for it sa palagay ko. Kawawa ang US if they decide to do a ground invasion. That is true. Kailangan lang talaga kumalma ng markets kasi nga ang volatile lately. What's a TNZ? They did? Where at? Sa island? Ground for USA, Iran. Where? This is 3 hours ago. Wala pa. Putting troops in Iran? Alam ko wala pa. Like, that would make big time news. Faces the decision whether to start a ground war in Iran. Like, that's just crazy if they decide to do that. Wala pa. Demilitarized zone. My God, it's gonna be very interesting, that's for sure. And ito nga, di ba? While the old people decide what to do with the world, everybody else suffers. Okay, so in the meantime, chat, let's talk about a few things. Just finish all the Reddit threads na backlog natin the past few days. Behold a Malasakit Center. This one is nuts. When I saw this, I'm like, bro, this is bullshit, man. Kawawang taxpayers, binubugahan ng mainit na hangin galing aircon, tapos yung nasa loob malamig, at naka-jacket pa yan sila sa lamig, tapos ang susungit pa. I was fine, right? I was fine when I was reading this until umabot sa word na to. Na naka-jacket pa yan sila sa lamig, tapos ang sungit pa. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Kumbaga, ang lamig sa loob, people are just chilling inside, hindi gagalaw. 'Di ba? Hindi gagalaw 'yan unless alam nyo na, 'di ba? I'm not making a specific statement here, but generally our government offices are not as efficient as we would want it to be. And so to make people move inside, we need a little pampadulas, 'di ba? So I'm feeling sad. I really feel sad na ito yung itsura ng malasakit center natin. Right? Tapos yung buga pa ng mainit na hangin sa kanila. That's just dumb for me. What are the comments here? Let's look at the top comments. Malasakit, malas at masakit. I remember ganyan sa hallway ng Manila City Hall. Nag-improve na ba? Ganun pa rin. Bakit pa ganito sa Pilipinas? Tayo na taxpayer, tayo ang kawawa. Ang laki-laki ng kinakaltas na buwis kada sweldo pero walang maayos na solusyon sa problema. Parang tayo pa nanlilimos ng maayos na serbisyo sa gobyerno. Dapat sa susunod na eleksyon, yung maayos ang iboto, etc. Okay, I wanna add to this and say na this is not an unusual problem. I think many other countries in the world share the same problem. Ayokong i-invalidate to, pero gusto ko lang din sabihin na yes, alam natin na nangyayari ito sa ibang bansa, but it doesn't mean na okay lang dito. Okay? Because before somebody else comes in and says, di lang naman sa Pilipinas, sa ibang bansa rin, ganyan. Just as though to normalize it, na parang, hindi, okay lang yan, nangyayari din naman sa ibang bansa eh. What I want to say is, yes, gets natin na nangyayari ito sa ibang bansa, but it doesn't mean that we deserve this crap either. Yeah. Okay, that was a negative start to our Reddit read-through. Alright, what's this? Just want to say huge respect to the people who do this as a sideline. Oh yeah, dang, chat. Oh my God, ang init niyan sa loob. Have you seen Squid Games 2? Nakita niyo na ba yung Squid Games 2, chat? I think the series started out with one of the lead characters in a huge mascot costume. Ano? Camden experiment. Camden experiment? What's a Camden experiment? Yeah, the English one. No. The season 3 of Squid Games. Sorry, not season 2 if I said season 2. Season 3 ng Squid Games. The series started off with one of the lead characters wearing a huge mascot. And kitang-kita kung gaano kahirap yung trabaho. Pawis na pawis siya. Hirap gumalaw. And then he walks into... This is not a spoiler, by the way. It's not really important to the plot. But one of the lead characters, pumasok siya sa dressing room ng mga kapwa niya mascots. And everybody is sweaty as hell. And that's in a cold country, by the way. Right? Like Korea. Imagine here in the Philippines. That's actually a neat question, TJ. Feeling ko lahat. It could be probably, okay, let's look at EK, right? It could be EK employing mascots, right? Na parang, okay, we are Enchanted Kingdom and we have a job hiring for mascots. Tama rin na pwedeng third party like an agency, right? But I don't think people just freelance this, you know? Or maybe they can, right? Pwede siguro i-freelance to. Parang pagiging party clown. Right? You can freelance that. But I feel like it's either you are directly employed or third party. Feeling ko ano rin yan, agencies. It's so hard. I mean, like, how can you Parang ang hirap i-freelance nito eh. Hey, Pet Alley. Pet Alley, is it gonna be free? Or are you just mentioning para lang alam ng lahat? Where is that? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to parang ang hirap naman i-freelance ng pagiging mascot, 'di ba? Imagine yung puhunan. Mamumuhunan ka dito. And then what if it fails, yo, in terms of this big outfit? Then again, I don't know. Right? I don't know. Like maybe you're freelancing and then you don't really have to buy a costume. Maybe that's what TJ meant. Hirap. G ako kung may mga 10 Jisoo life sa loob. 'Di ba? Why not? Oh my God. Oh my God, Romeo. That's so true. This is not Philippines though, but it suddenly hit me. They wear these big-ass costumes for hours, getting mocked by others. Of course, there's some appreciation. There are the teens who are gonna make fun of you. Not an easy job for a few bucks. I remember sa SM Mega Mall, pumunta ako 1 a.m. Nakita ko may Pikachu mascot. Pag uwi ko ng 5, andun pa rin yung mascot. What more kung sa labas ng venue? Ang init. Anyways, I hope these guys are getting paid enough for that. This is a random sympathy post. Sobrang personal neto sa OP. Na siguro, ito na nga, may nadaanan nga siya talaga sa SM. Tapos, nakita niya na naka-Pikachu outfit, mascot. Talagang naawa talaga siya, no? So much so na gumawa siya ng post. I mean, I'm not mocking it. I think it's pretty cool na the OP got so deeply affected by their experience that they decided to make a post about it. I think that's fascinating, to say the least. Kasi ang random naman nito, 'di ba? Tapos biglang Korean, I think, or Japanese mascot. Oh my God, yeah. Sana lang talaga you don't... I mean, hey, good news. Okay. Good news though, Romeo. If napupo ka dito sa loob, no one's gonna know. Right? No one's gonna know. People are gonna smell, but no one's gonna know. They're not gonna know it's you. Even if they know that the cost... Even if nag-emanate galing sa costume yung amoy pupu, they're not gonna know it's you. Okay? They're not gonna know it's you. They can't see your face. I know though. I've seen an episode before sa KMJS. The person behind the mascot was a working student. And the tips helped them out sa pag-aaral niya. There was also someone na nahimatay due to heat and exhaustion, lalo siguro at the peak of summer kahit nasa Baguio. Yeah, I mean, ginagawang prank yun, di ba, JR, sa mga TV series. Either way, chat, it is a very noble job. Noble job because it's something that just exists for our entertainment, but it's one of the most difficult jobs for sure. Okay? All right, let's move on. If ever nakulang pamasahe nyo or wala kayong pamasahe, magsabi lang po kayo sa akin, isasakay ko po kayo. Mga ate, kuya, ma'am, sir, may ipapakisuyo po sana ako sa inyo. Baka pwede pong magpadagdag sa inyo ng pamasahe kahit magkaano lang po yung bukal sa loob nyo. Kasi po hindi na namin kaya yung laki ng diesel namin at halos barya na lang na iuuwi sa kada biyahe. Sa panahon po ng krisis ngayon, walang ibang magtutulungan kundi tayo-tayo lang. At ganoon din po ako sa inyo. If ever nakulang pamasahe nyo or wala kayong pamasahe, magsabi lang po kayo sa akin, isasakay ko po kayo. Maraming salamat po sa pag-unawa nyo. Yeah, man. 19-year-old psychology student. Akala ko, 19-year-old psychology student na nagmamaneho ng jeep. I'm like, what? That's very unique. But it looks like pinicturean lang nung psychology student. Man. Again, we already talked about this last week. Right? Last week, we said na sure bayanihan, pero sana naman may dagdag na tulong. Right? It doesn't stop with bayanihan and ayuda, which are both just very reactive. And kumbaga, imbis na kaya nating asahan yung gobyerno natin, baliktad pa. Inaasahan ng gobyerno na magbayanihan tayo. And then in the meantime, what hurts the most, chat? What's up, Iggy? Iggy, that badge is missing. How are you, Iggy? And in the meantime, what hurts is that, chat, man, don't forget the billions and billions stolen in the DPWH flood control project. Where is that now? Right? The Alice Guo thing, the Pogos, where is that now? All of these things are just flying under the radar. Let's not forget, by the way. Okay, let's not forget. And I want you to visualize just how much money Zaldico allegedly was able to get. It's 50 billion pesos. What's the amount? 56, 53, 55? No. The one with Zaldico. Yung 50 something billion. The 50 something billion. What? Wasn't that a few months ago already? You may nag-surrender nung hundreds of millions. But anyway, again, alleged. So it's not yet factually proven, but the evidence seems to be interesting. I think it was, oh my God, Google na nga lang natin. Zaldico, 50 billion. 50 billion insertions. There you go. Chat, 50 billion pesos. I want you to know just how much money that is. That's about $1 billion. And think of your favorite rapper who's balling out. Your favorite basketball player, NBA, who's literally super rich, can afford anything that they want, super powerful, flies private everywhere. Think of these people. Think of your favorite actors and actresses. Think Leonardo DiCaprio. Think like Timothée Chalamet. Right? You know their lifestyles. You can envision it because Hollywood, and meron tayong idea kung anong klaseng buhay ang meron sila, di ba? They're not even US billionaires. They maybe have $100 million, maybe $200 million liquid, 300 maybe. I mean, except for LeBron James na billionaire. Chances are, if you're looking at the top NBA players, I don't think a lot of them even cross $300 million. And then we have Zaldico, right? Allegedly, again, na 50.9 billion. That's close to $1 billion. Isn't that mind-blowing? Isn't that mind-blowing how much money that is? I mean, now that we can compare them to Hollywood actors, actresses, global musicians, world-class athletes who don't even have that much money, yet we see them live the lifestyles that they do. That's how much money was inserted, mga insertions stolen from DPWH flood control scandal. And not only that, right? Not only that, that's just a part of it. Ang hirap lang. But again, it's Zaldico pointing fingers at other people in government. So we really don't know, which kind of sucks because I wish we did. I wish there was transparency. I wish makilala natin kung sino talaga ang bottom of it all, right? Well, that sucks. I guess we just gotta move on for now. Okay. Grabe, di ko to kinaya. Nagpark talaga sa gitna ng daan. I think this is a dashcam video. Yeah. Typical Montero behavior. Grabe, no? Like, what do you even do at that point? I wonder if nagpark talaga siya sa gitna ng daan o nasiraan sa gitna ng daan. What if, right? What if nasiraan lang siya? Or what if na, I don't know, na incapacitate siya? We'll never know. Oh my God. Now we know. Bumili lang pala talaga siya ng pizza. What the hell, man? Chad, bumili lang siya ng pizza. Oh my gosh. We are the country that we see as villains in the movies, right? That's us. That's us, man. We are the wild wild west in Asia. We are them. Oh my God. Legit nga na nagpark siya sa gitna ng daan. Why? Why? Kaya talaga di ako naniniwala pag matanda, matik dapat respeto. Dapat irespeto. Dapat kasama sa ganito yung i-revoke yung license for life. Win-win. Walang kamote sa daan. Somehow, one less vehicle on the road. Kupal na senior problem. That's gotta be a dementia episode. Gas 07055 Mitsubishi Montero Sport. Yeah, this is, feeling ko nilagay to dito. Para pag ginugol, lalabas tong thread na to. Naka-on naman daw yung park everywhere lights. Oh my gosh. That's nuts, man. Akala ko pa naman, kailangan ng tulong, na incapacitate, maybe nagka-stroke, nakapag-brake lang sa gitna ng daan. My God. First time ko ma-stuck sa mall. What's this? Have you ever been stuck in the mall, chat? I'm not sure if this is gonna be a dream of mine to ever get stuck in the mall. Because on the one hand, that would be really nice to get stuck in the mall during a zombie apocalypse. Kasi parang andun lahat ng kailangan natin, di ba? Anywhere from food, supplies, to gadgets. Like it's the dream if you get stuck in a mall. But on the other hand, kung nangyari to in real life, I feel like it's gonna get pretty boring fast. Sarado lahat. Walang mapapasukan. You can't really steal anything. Or have fun with anything. So, I feel like it's gonna be boring AF. But it does remind me of this, though. One of my fantasies as a kid is to get lost and locked out, is to get stuck inside a toy store. Anybody remember this scene? Okay. Remember this, chat? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you're old. It's not horror. It's not horror. In a minute, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Marv, come on, let's go.
Now you remember? Si Marv? Home Alone? Yeah, chat. Dati nung bata ako, fantasy ko talaga to na, shit, I wish I get stuck in a toy store. But then you grow up a little and you find out na illegal pala yun. What's up, SWG? Counted ba kapag nasa loob ng mall yung AF, then you get stuck? Okay lang mas-stuck sa loob ng National Bookstore? Okay, if you get... Chat! If you can get stuck in one place, where would it be? If you could get stuck in one place, where would it be? Meron ba? Sa bagay, no? Yeah! May gumagawa nun dati, yung gumagawa ng tissue paper fortress. Oh my God, yeah. Tissue paper fortress. Not in a washing machine, man. 24-hour paper fort.
Hey,
Yeah,
everyone.
bro, you wouldn't want to be the one who's stuck, Levy. This one, I remember from 9 years ago, chat. Check it out. 24 hours in a Walmart, and then they just set up a toilet paper fortress. You know. Wait. There. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool, right? But yeah, you can't do that these days. You'll get arrested. Wag lang ma-stock like Shaina and John. Ooh. Sobrang urban legend nun, no? No one's gonna know. Like, the closest I ever came to verifying that story, yung kay Shaina and John Lloyd, was a friend who has a doctor friend na nasa hospital daw at the time. And kinonfirm niya na totoo yun. Right? But how true is that? A friend of a friend na doctor who happens to have been there during the time of the incident? Come on, man. Parang, I don't know. It's an urban legend for sure. I said the closest I ever came to finding out. Yeah, urban legend for sure. Okay, press 1, chat, if your name is not yet here. Before we move on to more Reddit threads, more topics to talk about, we are first going to get more names on this list. Ano yung Ellen at John Lloyd? Pinasarado yung buong floor? What's that? SWG, I got you. Oh, SWG. SWG, all I'm saying, got you, Bills? SWG, all I'm saying is, I think you're gonna want to win. Because SWG, check this out. Whoop. Isa pa, SWG. Whoop. Balik na natin. Whoop. And finally, oh. Ah. Yeah. Right. Sarado yung buong floor nung pagkapanganak. Damn. I'm pretty sure though, because of how powerful Ellen Adarna's family is and how influential they are in Cebu, I feel like they were able to pay the private hospital. I mean, technically, kung private hospital siya, you can do what you want, right? A private hospital has the right to do what the heck they want with the hospital. It's private. I mean, ethics aside, that's allowed. So, I'm sure they paid them off properly. Like, not paid them off as in sinuhulan. More like, binayaran nila ng maayos. Compensated them properly. And, you know, Ellen Adarna, again, goat name. Goat name for me. I feel like it makes sense. Where will I want to be stuck to? Tanong ni Iggy, if there's one place you want to be stuck to, well, I don't want to be stuck to anything. But I certainly would not mind. Okay, that's a good question. What the hell? Hi, Euris. No! Wala pa, Yuris. Your name isn't here. We're restarting the wheel kasi naglag kagabi. If I want to be stuck... If I want to be stuck somewhere... I would want to be stuck... And then can I get anything? Like I can open stuff up and hindi ako papagalitan. Probably what's a nice place to get stuck in? I'm thinking. An airport would be cool, right? An airport would be cool to get stuck in. Yeah, sure. Nah, I think that gets boring fast. Theme park? Theme park, maybe. Theme park tapos only rides. Pwede na. I think I'll be happy with that, right? Like, pero one day lang, ah. I don't think I can do more than a day, man. Oh, well, technically, I can get stuck in the gym already. Kasi anytime fitness naman eh. So, that's sort of very close to it, right? But what's a nice place to get stuck in? Like, grocery for sure, right? Like, pero wag yung grocery na pang normies. Doon tayo sa grocery ng mga yayamanin. Yung malalaking rustans, ganyan. Na puro imported. The aisles that I never visit. Or the aisles na hanggang window shopping lang. Diba? Just try everything. Try all the ice cream out. Mga ice cream brands na hindi ko alam nag-e-exist pala. Ganyan. Yeah, probably a Rustan's. I would get stuck in a Rustan's grocery. That would be cool. How about you, Chad? Hardware? Thanks for supplying the pickup line, MJ. Not airport? Why not airport? Puro sakit, no? After mo ma-stuck sa airport ng 1 week, pag uwi mo may monkeypox ka na rin. SNR, Landers, Rustans. Chat, sa lahat ng mga membership groceries, SNR, Landers, may isa pa, di ba? Mercado. No. SNR, Landers. There's a third one. Ano yung pangatlo na super laki rin na grocery? Or is it just SNR and Landers? Hey, that's not a bad idea, Iggy. Kowloon number 1. Kowloon number 1. Macro. OJ naman. Pinapakita mo yung age natin. Maybe it is just SNR and Landers. I feel like mas social sa... Hindi ko alam. Alin ang mas social? SNR or Landers? Or parehas lang? Never ako naging shopper sa SNR and Landers. Probably because I have... walang malapit sa amin na SNR or Landers. Landmark in BGC. I mean, unless you get stuck in the Singapore airport, that would be cool, Romeo. Hey, that's neat. Such a unique experience, Levi. You must have stuck ka sa parking lot when you camp out. Yeah, diba, Mok? Yun din yung nasa isip ko eh. Grocery na mayayaman yung Rustans eh. Grocery na mga sumisweldo in dollars. Yung mga nakaka-afford ng anong Ben & Jerry's ice cream kaya ako today? Diba? Na-try ko na yan eh. Iba naman. Yeah, I think that's a quick tangent. I think that's one of the coolest things ever, chat. Like, I don't know how judgy I am by saying this, but whenever I attend all these events where creators are also invited, oftentimes it's the same old thing. Ano niche mo? Ano ginagawa mo? Ano content mo? Right? And a lot of the times, the conversations become super bland. Maybe because ganun lang talaga, di ba? Small talk, network lang, may ganun na vibes. And as an introvert, I feel like I want to go deep and fast without. I mean, I wanna skip all the boring stuff. Let's just talk about the meat already. And yeah, it's a lot of the same things. It only really gets interesting sa mga events na to when the creators or the other influencers that I ask are obviously passionate about what they're doing. And then that's when it becomes cool. Like when I met this dude, kilala niyo si Colas? You know this dude, chat? When I met him, oh my gosh. I could talk to this guy for hours. Sobrang passionate niya sa shit niya. And he immediately, he knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to talk about. Sobrang legit Nicolas. Ang laki nga ng problema niya eh. I'm not sure if public information to. But I'm pretty sure he said this in his vlogs. It's not like sasabihin niya sa akin the secret lang pala. But basically, ang laki ng problema niya ngayon, chat. Kasi, syempre, bilang Canadian, alam niyang salita English. 'Di ba? Punta siya ng Pilipinas. He stayed majority of his Philippine life nung pumunta siya sa Pilipinas from Canada. I think sa Visayan regions siya nagsistay. So, magaling siya mag-Bisaya. And Levi, you're gonna like what I'm about to say next. Kaso, ang problema niya, ang napangasawahan niya, taga-Etivac. So, ngayon, yung problema niya, hindi siya marunong mag-Tagalog. So, hirap na hirap siya mag-Tagalog and he's trying to learn Tagalog. He's fluent in English and Bisaya. But Tagalog, he's struggling. So, yeah, yung napangasawahan niya, taga-Etivac. Yeah, galing, no? So, yeah, this guy's cool, man. This guy is cool. Like, I don't know, like, he loves... I could talk about him for a bit longer, but I won't. But basically, this guy just loves meeting people, talking to them, and finding out more about their lives. And most of it is unplanned, according to him. Okay, any more names before we go on? Counted din mas stuck sa kandungan ng SO mo. Oh my gosh, Iggy. Meron akong kanta para sa'yo. What's that song? My name isn't Santa, but she's sitting on my lap. This one. That's now your song, Iggy. Red Foo, New Thang. My name ain't Santa, but she's sitting on my lap. Oh, I got you, Euris. Ipasok sa gulong. Alright, what do we have next? Oh, Chad. You're gonna get a little mad here. You're not gonna like this next thread. Medyo disappointing to. What? Santa ba name niya? Yeah! Iggy! It's okay, Iggy. It's okay. It's not okay, but it will eventually be okay. And sooner or later, you're gonna become Santa also. Okay, here we go. I unsent my grad pic. Huh? I unsent my graduation day picture dahil God. Man, there is a reason why I no longer drop by the panganay support group thread or subreddit or the adulting PH subreddit, because most of the times ito yung mga crap na nababasa ko, like kids being treated like this. I know, again, I'm gonna say it, I'm speaking from a privileged position, pero imagine being given this responsibility. I mean, you're supposed to be celebrating your graduation. And you're expecting your parents to be unconditionally happy for you. Very unselfishly celebrating a big milestone in your life. But instead of that, you get this. Pagbutihan mo ikaw na lang pag-asa ko. Man, yeah, I know, man. As cash cows or piggy banks, I mean, totally understand if tulungan, right? If tulungan or sadyang ganun lang talaga right? Maybe in the Philippines or maybe in countries like ours, developing nations, there really is a culture of helping your parents out once they are incapable of helping themselves. Sure. But I think it shouldn't be an obligation. I think I believe that help is okay, but helping to the point that you become a crutch, that's when it's not okay. What's up? Somewhere down the road. Rod? Nice name. Dude, that's a nice username. Yeah, like may hangganan dapat di ba? Hindi yung iaasa lahat sa'yo. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, for us to be able to say these things, by the way, na hindi, dapat ganito, dapat ganyan, bawal yung parents, privilege. Alright, we gotta check our privilege for a sec. Okay, because it's a reality that there are individuals who are obligated and have no choice but to do this because now they're faced with either losing their parents because their parents literally cannot sustain themselves or being cut off from the family. Alam mo yung mawawala yung love ng family mo sa'yo and you value that love so much. And so now you're pressured to help them. It's a very complex dynamic that can also get very easily abusive. So again, the fact that we can say this means that we're lucky enough to have parents who do not obligate us to do these things. And so I guess to an extent, it's now our responsibility to make sure that future generations or our future kids don't go through the same thing. Okay? Tumutulong ako at sinabi talaga ni ano? That is so dark, Romeo. Sinabi pala talaga ni Rafi Tulfo yun. Sarap naman ng contribution. Sa laki ng contributions nakapagpatayo ng bahay. I mean, I get it. If you're earning millions, then yeah, sure. Like I think the first thing on my mind, chat, if I earn millions, the first thing on my mind would be to retire my parents. You know, they never have to work a day in their lives. I can give them an allowance. Like, I'll happily take on that responsibility if I get millions, right? But I don't think my parents will ask that of me ever. Tulad nung sinabi ni MJ about Rafi Tulfo. Never sila humingi, pero kusa akong tutulong. Unahin ko muna Oo naman. Hell yeah, man. Like, because the one thing that you don't want to build is resentment. I think yun yung pinakamasakit sa lahat eh. When you live other people's lives or when you prioritize other people's lives before your own, the danger there is that one can easily build resentment. Parang at the end of it all, once it's finally done, pigang-piga ka na. Sorry, pigang-piga na ako. I will only have harsh things to think about. Because I spent X amount of years in my life dedicating all of it to helping others, but I don't know. It must be a very confusing feeling, right? Kapag natapos na ang lahat ng tulong and you've lived your life, you're old and like you're ubus ka na, simot ka na, tuyo. Diba? I wonder how that feels like. Is it a feeling of freedom? Is it a feeling of resentment? Is it a feeling of finally, tapos na to? I don't know. It must be a very hard thing to go through. I don't know enough. Yeah, pagkukusa, no, MJ? I agree. Familiarity breeds contempt. Generational wealth. I wish I had generational wealth, chat. I really do. Like, chat, I don't care, man. I don't care what you say. If I don't care if the saying is money won't give you happiness, I don't care. Give me generational wealth. I'll figure out the happiness problem on my own. Give me the generational wealth and I will gladly go through all those problems. bahala na ako problema dun. Just give me the generational wealth, man. No, for real. Why will I say I don't have generational wealth if I do? If I did, Jed, come on. If I did, what would I be doing right now? If I had generational wealth, damn, that would be so fun. Generational wealth, siguro. Shit. Mag-fantasize ba tayo ngayon kung anong gagawin natin kung nanalo tayo ng loto, ganun? I will probably... I know a really Chat, I know a really generational wealthy thing to do right now. Travel. Alam mo yun, sa panahon ng crisis, sa panahon na ang mahal-mahal mag-travel ka. You know what? Road trip tayo. Road trip tayo from Luzon to Mindanao. Yun ang generational wealth. Yeah, I mean, gotta thank parents talaga who are excellent providers. You know what I mean? Who are able to pave the way for you to live a life that you want. You know? It's not necessary. It's nothing more than that. No more or no less. No more and no less. I'm not trying to say parents who provide everything for their kids are not problematic. That comes with its own sets of problems. But generally, parents who can provide well enough to allow their kids to have the life that they want, a life of their choosing, man, that's my dream for my kid. That if I have a kid, like, and if I was able to acquire a lot of money, I would want to have that life for my kid. Right? Yun yung gusto kong gawin para sa kanya. Of course, with guardrails. We don't want the kid to be dependent, or we don't want the kid to have no dreams or no motivations. I would want my kid to be passionate about something, but also have access to pursue that passion. That's why it's hard to get mad, right? That's why it's hard to get mad at. My favorite example is Kendall Jenner. How can you be mad at Kendall Jenner? You know what? I think it's too far away from home. Let's do... Sino yung anak ni Pacquiao na rapper? Pacquiao Kids. My God. I never thought Eman Bacosa would appear before Michael Pacquiao. It's Michael Pacquiao. Okay, chat. So si Michael Pacquiao, I do not understand the hate that was given to Michael Pacquiao when he started his musical career. Pinagtitripan siya na wala naman daw siyang talent. Ano lang, nepo baby lang siya, kaya siya nagka-access sa ganito o sa ganyan. Kaya lang naman siya may record deal or kaya lang naman siya nakapaglabas ng song or ng music video kasi pera ng magulang niya. I mean, F that, dude! Like, if I had a kid, I would make sure na yung lahat ng pinaghirapan kong pera, hindi na kailangan pagdaanan ng anak ko yung lahat ng hirap na gagawin ko. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want my kid to suffer the way I did. I would want them to learn their own lessons, to be motivated, and again, have passion. Pero, I don't like, hindi ko vibe yung saying na dahil naghirap ako sa buhay ko para makuha yung yaman na to, wala akong ibibigay na pera sa anak ko. Dapat siya rin maghirap ng ganun. What the what was all the hard work for? So yeah, and I didn't get I did not get the Michael Pacquiao hate during the time. And yeah, that's true, Mok. That's true. Some of the most frugal people I know are those with generational wealth. I agree. And I was thinking about that the other day, Mok. With all the unit hopping that I've been doing the past few days, in the last week, iniisip ko yung mga barat, yung mga makukunat kapag dating sa pag-uupa or pagpapaupa. Right? Usually makukunat yung ayaw mag-low price. Usually sila yung sila yung talagang mayayaman. Or usually, mga tumatawad pa talaga ng todo, sila yung mayaman na rin talaga. And I was trying to understand why. Like, bakit ganito? Bakit yung mga makukunat or yung mga barat or yung mga frugal, sila pa yung may generational wealth? And I have a feeling it's because, one, they have the confidence to do that because they're rich. So they know that there's nothing to lose if magpakabarat ako or if I demand for lower prices or if I can wait this out. Right? Sure, because maybe that's one. That's a very valid one. But I feel like the reason why ganito sila, they probably have an idea of how tough it is to earn and keep money. And so they will do whatever they can to preserve that wealth. Even if it makes them look like the cheapest people on earth. Yeah. Yun. Even if they look cheap, even if they look corny for doing it, I think that all boils down to that. They just value the money that they have. They will do everything. They know how hard it is to earn that money, and they know how easy it can go away. And so they will cling on to it. Parang masakit sa loob nila. I mean, this is an obvious hyperbole. Pero alam niyo ba, chat, si LeBron James, ayaw niyang nagbabayad ng Spotify Premium. LeBron James is notorious for not having a paid account on Spotify. I mean, at this point, it's almost like a meme because of course, I'm sure wala na siyang, he probably has a housekeeper or a house manager or a mansion manager who already probably takes care of the finances pagdating sa sound system ng bahay niya, right? But LeBron James himself, he claims na wala siyang Spotify Premium. Yeah, so till now. Yeah, I mean, it's it's a safe assumption, I would say, JR, that the people who really want to look rich and are signaling na mayaman ako, I'm wearing all of these things, and it may be a sign that they're not truly wealthy. It's not always a reliable assumption. Maybe some people just like to dress up, diba? Some people just love designer clothes, and some people don't care about what they're wearing. It's an assumption at most, but it does hit the mark at times na may mga tao talaga na mahilig magsuot ng mamahaling damit, yung malalaki pa yung labels to show off that they're rich. But in reality, they're trying to, I guess, signal or maybe compensate for something. I don't know. I don't want to judge because I'll never know either. Ano kaya yung pinakamayaman na outfit na pag nakita ng tao na suot mo yun, alam nilang mayaman ka? Polo barong. Tas may government ID. Chat, polo barong. Yeah. You wear this and a government ID, chat. People will assume only money from you. Pinakamayaman. Oh, hell yeah. But I feel like oil magnates are also struggling in terms of, I mean, they're not struggling as in naghihirap sila. Nahihirapan sila ngayon because sobrang laking problema talaga ng gera, di ba? Okay, any more names? Any more names before we move on and finish the Reddit threads? That's the thing, though. I wanna get fact-checked on this one. I don't think paldo ang mga oil magnates. Because even if they wanted to sell oil, their oil is stuck. Right? Like, sure, nagtaas yung presyo ng oil, but it's not because they chose to increase the price of oil. It's because supply is literally limited. Kaya nagmamahal ang oil. It's not because they artificially manipulated the price, which, by the way, they do. Diba? Kapag masyadong nagmumura ang oil, they tighten up the faucet. No. Money or peace of mind? I'll pick money, but just enough money. Just enough money so that enough lang din yung problems ko. I feel like at a certain point, more money, more problems na talaga. Okay. Man, we went on a trip with that one, chat. Kung saan na tayo napunta. Piece of money. Let's go. How other countries manage oil crisis versus the Philippines. 1 minute. Let's check this one out.
Prices on consumers and of rising oil.
CNA? What country is CNA? What does CNA mean? Channel News Asia, Singapore-based English language. Okay.
Prices on consumers and on businesses as crude supplies from the Persian Gulf via the Strait of Hormuz come to a virtual standstill. Now, South Korea is imposing a domestic fuel price cap for the first time in nearly 30 years to contain the spike in prices.
So ito yung mga ginagawa ng iba't ibang countries. Got you, Romeo. Ito yung ginagawa ng iba't ibang Asian countries para asikasuhin yung supply shock. I mean, South Korea, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but the price cap is not exactly a cap kung saan may limit, may ceiling yung presyo, and let's say 200 pesos, right? the maximum amount a gas station can sell their gas is 200 pesos per liter. But it's not as though that ibebenta ng gas company ng 200 pesos yung gas even if palugi na sila. To my understanding, a price cap is just so that whatever is in excess of that, the government will subsidize. It's a form of help for the public but also managing costs para hindi, I mean, like if nagbenta ng palugi yung gas because hanggang 200 lang nila kaya ibenta, pero in reality lagpas na talaga sa 200 pesos yung costs ng pagpapatakbo ng negosyo nila, edi talo din yung gas station. That's gonna be another problem. So instead, the government just absorbs the extra, if I'm not mistaken. Wala tayong ganun, wala tayong funds for that.
While the Chinese government has already directed major oil refiners to suspend diesel and gasoline exports and to prioritize domestic supply. And over in Japan, a lawmaker has said the government instructed a national oil reserve storage site to prepare for a possible release.
Nabasa ko to, yung oil reserve release. Chat, if I'm not mistaken, in Japan, they have like a 9-month reserve. Medyo wild, di ba? I'm not sure how true that is. Pero 9-month reserve of oil ang Japan. That's insane. I wonder if that's true. Japan oil reserves 9 months. Nabasa ko lang 'to eh. Di ko na nga maalala kung nabasa ko or TikTok lang 'yun eh. There you go. As of March 2026, Japan holds substantial oil reserves sufficient for approximately 9 months for domestic consumption. Amid rising Middle East tensions and a de facto blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, Japan is releasing about 8.5 million kiloliters or 45 days worth of its reserves to secure supply. Wild, right? That's absolutely wild, bro.
Of crude. India may turn to Russian oil after the US temporarily
tayo rin, Russian oil na tayo, di ba? Russian oil, and we are also in talks with China. And we are also trying to convince Iran that we are a non-threat to them despite being an American ally.
Eased sanctions to allow Russian crude stranded at sea to be sold. Bangladesh is rationing fuel, with motorists forming long queues at petrol stations. And Indonesia's motorists are in a more
there you go, absorbing oil shock.
Fortunate position, with the finance minister saying the government would absorb the shock from oil prices. And over in the Philippines, fuel price increases are being rolled out in stages.
What? That doesn't sound to me like it's a mitigation. Lahat ng mga sinabi, ano ba ginagawa ng bansa nyo para tulungan kayo sa krisis? Ay, sa South Korea, may fuel price cap. Sa China, bawal na mag-export ng diesel kasi producer ng crude oil ang China, di ba? Sa Japan, i-release yung oil reserve. Tapos sa Pilipinas, magmamahal. Sa Pilipinas, magmamahal kami ng gas dito. What? I mean, like, it's badly worded, that's for sure. I know the reporter said na stages ang price hike. But it just makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, hindi naman ba stages talaga ang price hike everywhere? It's not like basta nagmahal ang oil sa global markets, magmamahal ka agad yung oil sa... Or is it? Is it? Maybe in other countries ganun, the minute na nagmahal yung oil sa global markets, nagmamahal na rin yung oil sa gas station. Except in the Philippines, it's in stages. Like hindi basta-basta magmamahal. It will increase based on a set of rules. But I mean that's hilarious though. That's hilarious na, na yung atin ang mitigation na ginagawa natin fuel price hike. My God. That sucks though. Like ano comments dito? Man, I'm sure we have to be trolling ourselves at this point. Save the worst for last. Bro, that's funny. That's funny. Save the worst for last. We're in a much better position than Bangladesh. What? Fuel rationing. Price caps are unsustainable in the supply shortage environment. We're also sourcing from Russia like India. Too quick to criticize. Direct cash transfers prevent transport cost inflation for the commuting public. The government also plans to source much lower quality fuel on top of the direct cash transfers, which both are unsustainable and detrimental long term. These temporary fixes won't and will not alleviate our supply problem, especially with the direct cash transfers, aka ayuda. We've all known that these things never work, especially in our culture. Temporary fixes. Bangladesh is managing the shortage through rationing. We went with price hikes plus subsidies, but the subsidies are shit. So we basically get the pain of higher prices without meaningful relief. Damn. Yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, if we have a lot of... Again, think of it this way, chat. Meron akong 1 million barrels of oil. Like ano yun? Philippines, let's do a crude math here. Crude oil, crude math. Philippines, Russia oil. Ilang barrels to? Here you go. 700,000 barrels of crude oil, right? Okay, chat, you want to know something cool? 700,000 barrels of crude oil. 700,000, like let's say nasa how many dollars ang Brent crude ngayon? Brent crude is $100. Wow, bumaba. So let's just say $105, right? 700,000 times $105 is $73,500,000. 73 million USD to PHP is $4,423,965,000 pesos. You already know what I'm about to say next, right? Chat, magkano ulit yung alleged na kinuha nung DPWH scandal? This is only 4.5 billion pesos. Am I reading this right? No. I'm not reading this right. Am I? 73 million? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm reading it right. $73,500,000 is our estimate of how much the 700,000 barrels of crude oil costs. Chat, kurot lang to. Like, sobrang cute na kurot lang to. From the DPWH scandal, the money that was corrupted during that moment in last year, October to December. Diba? Sobrang lupit. Sobrang lupit na ang liit lang nito. Samantalang, the way we make it seem here is, wow, ang galing natin. Ang galing natin. We spent a lot of money, 700,000 barrels. Come on, man. Sobrang sakit, no? I don't know. Like, it just sucks for me. Okay, let's move on. Thank you, Mommy Keiko, for the 5 gifted. W's in the chat for Mommy Keiko. Okay, America is loving our ube. Yeah, chat. Anong 330 billion? Oh. Condolences, SWG. Yung 330 billion isn't just last year from... What is this? What is this? So, okay. In the US, sobrang big ng ube. And if I'm not mistaken, it's on track to becoming as big of a deal as matcha. It's causing shortage problems in the Philippines, but what's worse, if I'm not mistaken, is that it is also affecting our farmers who are working twice as hard but not necessarily compensated proportionately. So, mas naghihirap sila, pero yung bayad sa kanila remains largely the same. The reality should be that the farmers who are essentially feeding the US market their ube should be balling right now, right? But instead, that's not really the case. Hindi nagkakaroon ng match between the demand and farmers earning their keep or farmers earning their fair share of the ube craze. I did a video on this. I'm not sure if nakita nyo to. Here you go, Chad. A very, very rare video that I did with Peso Weekly. Where is that? Here you go.
Purple latte that keeps showing up on your feed.
Chad, check it out. I think I've shown this to you already, but Peso Weekly and I work together on this.
You know that bright purple latte that keeps showing up on your feed? The purple cheesecake? The soft, glowing ice cream that looks too pretty to eat? That's ube. In 2024, the global ube market was worth around $455 million US. By 2035, it's projected to reach about 943, nearly double, and that's just the official numbers. It doesn't even count the home bakers, the small brands, the cafe pop-ups riding the purple wave. It's trendy, it's photogenic, mabenta siya. But here's the uncomfortable part. Ask people abroad where ube comes from, and many don't know. Sometimes it's labeled simply as purple yam. Sometimes just Asian. The Filipino origin quietly disappears from the story. Meanwhile, Filipino farmers are the ones handling the hard part. As global demand surged, Philippine exports of ube and yams jumped by more than 40% in a single year. Prices increased, but so did fertilizer costs and transport expenses. Climate shocks continue to make farming unpredictable. So we're in a strange moment. Ube is on track to become nearly $1 billion global industry, yet the country that made it iconic is still under-recognized and too often underpaid in the value chain. If this is just the beginning of the ube boom, then it should also be the beginning of something else. Filipinos owning the narrative. Farmers earning their fair value and not just surviving demand spikes. Because every purple drink that goes viral should carry one word with it. Philippines. You know that...
Okay. Abangan yung susunod, chat. I don't know when that will be though. But abangan. I already know what to do better in the next video. But yeah, it's a fact. Sabi ng ibang friends ko sa US, ube's becoming the next matcha craze. I say capitalize on it. That is additional income stream for our farmers. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yes, the middlemen will be the ones benefiting the most. Opportunity. Philippines needs to modernize its production of ube quickly. I wish, right? Like, I genuinely wish the government does something about this, because that's the only way, really. it can't be a private entity or else it's gonna be another monopoly. But I really wish na yung government papasok dito and, I don't know, creates programs. I really have no idea kung ano yung pwede nila gawin dito. But create programs, make sure that ube is a crop that we can keep supplying the US with, and making sure that we benefit from it. Like, it could be our thing, right? It could be the thing that makes Philippines the Philippines. So sana, diba, the Philippines needs to charge forward and support ube farming and products through modern farming methods, equipment, and marketing, and solidify itself as the #1 ube producer in the world. It's only a problem because the Philippines hasn't done enough to meet the demand. It's an opportunity that the Philippines cannot afford to waste, right? Like, it's a golden window. Excuse me, it's a golden window. So unfortunate if malipasan tayo nito. Sana naman hindi. Good Shepherd, where are you? Okay. Illegal? What's this? Illegal? Oh, I didn't know this. Pwede na pala mag-airdrop ang Samsung and ang Apple. This one I did not know, chat. Airdropping between Samsung. I don't know if it's just Samsung or Android and Apple. Pwede na pala. I wonder what that is. Airdrop Samsung iPhone? Is it Android? There you go. Samsung brings airdrop support March 22, 2026. Samsung is introducing airdrop to support the Galaxy S26 series, making it easier for users to share between. I feel like there are already apps or third-party apps out there that may be able to do that, but native support, I think it's pretty novel. Airdrop support will initially be available on the Galaxy S26, with expansion to additional devices to be announced at a later date. That's good. By tagal na, do you mean to say, Romeo, na there are apps that can do this already? Yeah, I feel like natively, baka first time to. And then third-party apps, probably matagal na. I wouldn't know for sure. Four months ago? Like, reported, but was it available as early as then? Like, maybe if you had the beta version, no? Android? Quick Share, which is compatible with Apple's AirDrop protocol. There you go. Quick Share. Here, November 20, 2025. Starting with the Pixel 10 family. Android, when it comes to sharing moments, blah, blah, today we're introducing a way for Quick Share to work with the AirDrop. This makes file transfers easier between iPhones and Android devices. Starts rolling out today to the Pixel 10 family. So, I don't know kung saan to available at the moment. But as of this one, it says Pixel 10 family. All the way back in November. Yun yung di ko alam kung gagana sa S25. I mean, I feel like Quick Share is the app. Because what's interesting here is Quick Share. Like, I feel like Quick Share is the native app to Android. Pero hindi pa yata na-unlock sa lahat ng Android. Because Quick Share, Galaxy. In March. Pero S26 lang. And then Quick Share, AirDrop, pero Google Pixel phones lang. Quick Share, AirDrop, availability. Yeah. Here. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a list, right, of aling apps ang magiging pwede. Okay, the NFC share. I feel like the technology has been there for the longest time, right? Like I don't think it's just gate kept between Android and Apple. Like they just don't want to be able they just don't want the phones to be able to communicate with each other. But the technology, I'm sure that, I mean, for as early as AirDrop was available, I'm sure Samsung was already able to do it, except that they just didn't allow cross-pollination. Yeah, basically. Ngayon lang sila pumayag. I'm an Apple user but I love that this is a thing. No more going through G. Yeah, that's true. Ang dali na mag-airdrop with other people. Okay. Last two threads. Mala zombie apocalypse kasi walang masakyan. Pollination. Oh, before anything else, chat, I'm not kidding, okay? I swear I don't have generational wealth. This picture might show you otherwise, but it's not, I don't have generational wealth. Okay? And also, to prove to you that I don't have generational wealth, magkaiba pa yung sapatos na suot ko dito. You see? Missing yung pair. Diba? Ito open toe, ito saradong sapatos. I don't even know what this is. Is it supposed to be a shoe? Or a sandal? Ang bilis ng utak ni Levi. There you go. JR and Romeo with the answers. Sinuot ko na lahat no? Bakit ako magsusuot ng parehas ng sapatos kung marami naman akong iba't ibang sapatos na pwedeng ipakita sa inyo? This is horrible. Mala zombie apocalypse kasi walang masakyan. This is horrible, chat. I know this is already a few days old, almost 1 week old, but this sucks. Right? Like, the theme of today's stream has a lot of corruption in it. A lot of money being siphoned out from Filipinos' hands into the pockets of the few. So seeing this sucks all the more. But this, why do I feel like this looks... It's not AI though, right? Yeah, I don't think this is AI. This is literally... I know this. I don't think this is AI. I just find this weird. Ngayon lang ako nakita ng mga jeep dito na ganito. Ngayon lang ako nakita ng jeep na ganyan yung itsura, chat. I mean, is it AI though? Like, look at this. The repetitive signs here. I don't think it's, I'm a little hesitant, but at the same time, taga-Commonwealth ako eh. So this looks kinda eerie. Yeah, may pagka siya, may pagka, what's the term that they love using? Uncanny Valley. Parang familiar na hindi. Hey Barnes. Yeah. Yeah, may stream tayo, may internet eh. In fact, hindi lang stream. Meron din tayong raffle. So chat, if wala pa ang pangalan nyo dito, please press a 1. We will be raffling out 3 things to 3 different winners today. We are going to be raffling out Garnier Skincare, a 3-pack of Lay's, and 3 liters of Vitasoy. So kung wala pa ang mga pangalan nyo dito, now is the time. Paul Will, we have Mio, we have hindi natuloy dahil namatayan tayo ng internet. Vitasoy Skincare. I mean, pwede rin naman. Okay? Okay. Yeah, this feels weird, the photo. Paiba-iba rin ng focus. Pero mukhang totoo talaga eh. It looks very real. Oh nga, ito. Look at that. Hindi naman plaka yan ng ano. Hindi naman ako familiar sa plaka ng ano eh. Ng tricycle. Pero I swear, chat, hindi ako nakakita ng mga ganito talaga sa Commonwealth. Maybe I haven't been to Commonwealth in a while. Sobrang unreal and messed up, no? Na, yeah, I agree with you. It kind of feels like it's AI. What is this section? Iglesia yata. Hindi eh. Paano to eh? Pa-northbound do eh. Di naman magiging ganyan karaming taong nag-aabang kung di northbound eh. Oo, pero since kailan pa pwede mag-trike sa Commonwealth? May motor sa taas? Di yata motor yan. I mean, all the signs look accurate. Hindi siya gibberish. All the signs look real. May e-trike sa Commonwealth. I mean, like, I feel like this is real. Tama si DJ though. Na sobrang weird and messed up. It does give that AI feel. Kung puro iyak lang sa social media, walang mapupuntahan yung mga reklamo. Dapat lumabas at magreklamo mismo dun sa Malacanang. Go the traditional protest way. Hindi kikilos ang gobyerno o politiko hangga't di nila nararamdaman ang galit ng tao. Totoo po ba yung nasa pic? Yeah, mukha nga. Di ba may tuk-tuk sa Commonwealth? Okay, chat. Last one before we go into the raffle. May nakapag-try na ba nito? I messaged a friend. I messaged Jacob. Right? And I asked Jacob if legit ba to. Sabi niya masarap naman daw. It's tasty. And it's only 100 pesos. Now, I say only, okay, with reservations. Why I'm saying that it is only 100 pesos, almost to make it seem like 100 pesos is cheap, is because it's easy access protein. Easy access protein, 19 grams, and it's on the go. Diba? So, why not? Why not? If you're lacking protein, if you're lacking your protein count for the day, wala ka na talagang time, just hit the 7-Eleven, buy that chicken breast, get the day over with. Alam mo na exactly how much you're getting kasi may macros na rin siya. Oh naman. I feel like this is more of a healthy snack, like a step in the right direction. Hindi ko alam kung gaano kataas yung sodium eh. There you go. TJ just confirmed it. Oh naman. Like, I feel like this targets a specific demographic. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to make you full, you know? Like, look at it, chat. It's only 90 grams. 90 grams of food for $100 isn't a lot. Yun na, wala pang kanin. Saan ako ngayong Semana Santa? Bahay lang. Like, I don't know, chat. Like, because we're in between moving, I wanna save as much money as possible. Like, for sure may gastos kapag lumipat eh. So, saving as much money as possible. That's pretty much it for me for Holy Week this year. Yup. Heaven to sa mga nagka-calorie deficit. Is that what you said, TJ? I wonder. Let's 7-Eleven chicken breast Philippines. I'm sure may mga nagsagot na. Ayan! May chicken breast na, lifesaver. Sa mga nagtatanong kung okay, 97 calories for 19 grams of protein. Hell yeah! Masarap ba? Mas masarap kaysa sa chicken breast ko na dry. 99 pweds na. Tinry ko yung black pepper kanina. Solid na rin. Di ko nakita yung herbs. Matry nga. Parang masarap yan ipalaman sa tinapay tas 2 scrambled egg. Hell yeah. Sobrang quick protein lang talaga nito. I don't think you're meant to stock on this in your home, 'di ba? Ayos. Okay. We're about done. We can do the raffle now, chat. Ito na ba final names natin? Baka naman kaya pa natin ito paabutin ng 20. Yeah. Yung gusto mo mag-snack pero kailangan ikaw yung bida sa barkada mo. Kailangan healthy. Sorry bros, pero pass muna ako sa chocolates. Pass muna ako sa unhealthy. Chicken breast lang ako. Chicken breast tsaka Coke Zero para diet mode talaga. New guidelines for visa applications? Is it monumental? Announcement of expanded screening and vetting for visa applicants effective March 30. In addition to students and exchanges and specialty occupations, the following visa applicants, regardless of age, must also now change their privacy settings and profiles to public on all social media platforms to complete the visa process. Oh my God. Hindi. Ano naman to? I think it's... Yeah, this is not for your regular visa. It's not for your regular visa. Kasi ang regular visa, iba ang title eh. Kung applicant ka na, kung fiancé visa applicant ka, yes. Domestic workers, personal employees, yes. Pero I think if you're just the regular one, B ata, di ba? B. US visa categories. B1, B2. Visitor visas. There you go. Yan. Yeah, B1, B2 usually... I mean, I would be pretty miffed if B1 and B2 required mag-public ng social media. But I understand that itong category of visa applicants are also the categories that are most notorious for TNT. I'm just gonna say it. I don't mean to criticize. I don't mean to stereotype. But it is what it is. Marami tayong TNT. And oftentimes, yung TNT natin falls in this category. So it would make sense to heighten the security. Also because of how US is cracking down on illegal immigrants as well. Like, unnecessarily so, but point is, it's kind of our own fault also, chat. Sa dami ng TNT natin. Well, that is true, Levi. Diba? Like, I genuinely don't know how to feel about being American right now. Yeah, ito, nakalagay in yellow. K1, K2. America is not for us, sabi ni Valix. America is not for me. Why would you go to America though? Apart from family, if ever. Right? With how expensive it is there, might as well just do Europe. Why would I want... Maybe the junk food. I mean, I'll be real with you, chat. I think the one reason why I would want to go to the US, junk food. The culture of the fast food culture. Yeah. And probably the gym culture. That's it. But I don't know, like, if I had that much money, I don't know. I'd probably just travel elsewhere, really. Okay, anything else we should cover before bago tayo mag-raffle? Anything else, Chad, that you wanna talk about before we start the raffle? I wonder if there's anything interesting. Press 1 if wala pa kayo sa name, wala pa kayo sa wheel of names. Extrajudicial grilling. Why? Sobrang iconic talaga ng silhouette and itsura ni Duterte, no? It's like Obama, right? Ang baho na ng mic ko, by the way, chat. Kailangan ko ng labhan to. How did you, Levy? Let me replace it now, chat. Naamoy ko yung sarili kong laway. Sorry, TMI. Yeah, so let me just replace it with a fresh one. Bring him home. And sino sana yung gusto mo i-bring home? What's the joke? Uy! Oh my gosh. This is a good April Fool's joke. I like this. Ilang taon na kaming tinatanong, bakit bilog ang lemon square? So we listened. Square na siya. Square lemon square cheesecake. Available starting April 1. Yo! I like this. I like this. Ano yung April Fool's joke ng Google? April Fool's Google 2026. Normally they have this shit. What did Google do today? What did Google do for April Fools? Normally Google has their April Fool's joke. Google Easter egg. Ilug. Pagod na rin siya, no? My April Fool's joke ang whale. There you go. So you know how they do William the Whale, yung logo nila? Ribbit. We're taking the leap and proud to announce that we are now Frog Nutrition Co. Let's welcome our newest pond member, Finley. Finley the Frog. Not gonna lie, I dig it though. Oo nga, parang walang nilabas si Google, no? Nag-post si Ninong Rai. Alright, let's search up Ninong Rai. Ninong Rai. Ninong Rai.
May padala dito.
Oh, lemon square cheesecake.
Oh,
Ano to?
kakaiba yan.
Uy! Uy! Oh, finally, a lemon square cheesecake na square.
Square.
Starting April 1.
Ay,
Teka lang ha. Square na ba to?
Ayun ang sabi.
Buksan natin.
Kaya napanood siguro nila yung
Oo.
yung sikat nating, nag-viral nating kanta.
Lemon square pero bilog.
Pero bilog.
Teka lang, pag ito square, ano to? Pre-rare to.
Square, yan.
Oo. Square!
Lemon square.
Lemon square! Oh. Oh.
Yo, it is square. Now I don't know anymore.
Square nga!
Yan.
Oh. Tikman natin. Baka nag-iba lasa. Yun pa rin talaga. Ngayon, hindi pa dito natatapos ang reklamo.
Ay, may reklamo pala naman.
Meron!
Ang dami mong reklamo.
Lemon square. Na square. Nasaan yung lemon? Pero, ay, hindi ko alam kung totoo to. April 1 kasi.
Oo nga.
Baka April Fools di ba? So, April 1, bumili kayo ng lemon square cheesecake. Tapos tag nyo ako para malaman natin kung square pa talaga. Ngayon, akin to. Itatabi ko to.
Grabe, i-display.
I-display ko
Hindi mo
to.
kakainin.
Kasi baka mamaya April Fools lang. Rare yan, pare. Rare yan, di ba? So, yun, tag nyo ako mga inaanak.
Ganda ng ngipin niya. Ganda ng ngipin ni Ninong Rai. But hey, I mean, if it's not, like, if it's a great release date. Yeah, if it's legitimately square moving forward, this is such a great way to reintroduce the product to the public. Nga iisipin ng mga tao, joke lang, pero hindi pala talaga joke, but it's gonna get everybody curious enough to see. Kasi baka nga limited edition lang, 'di ba? Hey, that's actually really cool. Kung ano na to, square na to moving forward. Chica PH, ano meron dito? Natasha Zobel de Ayala and Jamie Knox. I'm home. Sandara is in Rockwell. I'm home. I am home. I am home. Chicken Joy. Lemon Triangle Cheese Pie. Okay, what else? Tayo mga Pinoy. Bakit may bayad libre ko lang binigay? I feel like it's because of the storage. Bakit nga ba nagbabayad? Okay, I wanna know. Common misconception about blood donation. It's not that long. Bakit nga ba nagbabayad pa rin ng pasyente kahit na donated o libre ang dugo? Una sa lahat, ang mismong dugo ay donasyon, hindi ito binibili. Pero bago ito maisalin sa pasyente, dumadaan ito sa masusing proseso para matiyak na ligtas at angkop gamitin. Bago gamitin, kailangan siguraduhin na ang dugo ay malinis at walang dalang impeksyon tulad ng HIV, hepatitis, syphilis at malaria. Kahit alam na ng pasyente ang blood type niya, inuulit pa rin ang blood typist ng lab para siguradong tama at maiwasan ng komplikasyon. Paano ba ito chine-check? Bukod pa rito, tinatawag na cross-matching. Okay. So basically, the process apart from the inventory. And yeah, I think I just want to add something here. I feel like it will be illegal to buy blood because if it was legal or if it was legalized, I think it's gonna get messy. Tama, di ba? Legal buy blood Philippines. Pwede ba yun? I don't think you can. illegal. There you go. Blood must be sourced from voluntary, non-remunerated donors to ensure safety and an adequate supply. And I feel like it is illegal because it can be abused. Like, there are some hospitals, if I'm not mistaken, who might... No. In the US yun, di ba? Alala nyo yung ano? Alala nyo yung... Here, I have one. I feel like it's in the US, it might be okay. Or maybe only back then. Ngayon, bawal na. Here. Here, remember this scene? Hold on.
I will lay me down.
Pursuit of Happiness. Pursuit of Happiness, nagdo-donate siya ng dugo para mabayaran. Too vulnerable for human trafficking. But maybe back then, huh? At the time of... You know what, chat? There's only one good way to find out. In the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith donates blood and gets paid for it. Is this currently legal practice in the US? Was it legal before? Yeah. Will Smith's character gets paid after giving blood, which looks like a straightforward sell your blood for cash situation. The portrayal is partially outdated or simplified. Is it legal in the US today? Technically, it's legal to pay donors. There's no outright federal ban. But in practice, hospitals and blood banks almost never pay for whole blood. Paid blood must be labeled as paid donor, and hospitals generally avoid using it due to safety concerns. You don't really sell blood in the US today. It's almost entirely volunteer-based. Plasma, the important exception. Yes, this is commonly paid. US actively allows and relies on this system. People are typically paid $30 to $100 per visit. You can donate up to twice a week. This is a huge industry, and the US supplies much of the world's plasma. This is the closest modern equivalent to what you saw in the movie. Was it legal before? Yes, it was more common. So it's a little complex for the US, apparently. Yeah, it makes sense for it to be illegal to sell blood because, again, one thing that Mock said is it's too prone to human trafficking. The other one is tama nga for safety concerns. Like, if you could just create, if you can farm blood out of people, who the heck, and get paid for it, who the heck cares for safety, right? But if you donate blood, you're much less to lose blood just for the sake of doing so. Even if it's unsafe, kaya you'll probably only do it out of the kindness of your heart. Yo, this guy is a creator, right? Ito yung kinasuhan, di ba? Nanalo? Nanalo ba siya? Remember this dude, chat? Ito yung super tapang.
Provincial rate ay yung mga border o yung mga bayan o syudad na nasa tabi mismo ng National Capital Region. O ngayon mga boss, isa sa paborito kong gawing halimbawa para ipakita yung pagiging walang kwenta o walang lohika ng provincial rate ay yung mga border o yung mga bayan o syudad na nasa tabi mismo ng National Capital Region. O ngayon mga boss, nandito ako sa border ng Muntinlupa at ng San Pedro Laguna. Diyan sa likod ko, San Pedro Laguna yan. Diyan naman sa kabila.
So, provincial rate na.
Tunasan, Muntinlupa City. Oh, yan mga boss. Nandito ako sa side ng Muntinlupa. Ang minimum wage dito ay 695 pesos. Tignan nyo, tatawid lang ako, mag-iiba na agad ang minimum wage. O yan, ilog lang yan, Oo, yan mga boss, tumawid lang ako ng tulay, ang minimum wage.
Ano ulit pangalan niya? I remember talking about this dude and praising him for his fearlessness.
Ay nasa 550 hanggang 600 pesos na. Alam niyo mga boss, isa sa mga argumento na ginagamit ng mga pabor sa provincial rate ay yung argumento ng cost of living. Sabi nila, mas mura daw mabuhay sa probinsya kumpara sa metro.
Yeah, tama. Ito yung nilalaban niya. What's his name again? Chat, what's his name? Ba't parang Mikey yung naiisip ko? What's his name? Siding with the DDS. Che, what's his name? Eli. Yeah, there you go. Eli San Fernando. Yeah, I talked about him in one TikTok, chat. Hold up. There you go, see? That's me. Eli San Fernando. Ingat po sa biyahe. Tatakbo kasi ako sa eleksyon. This looks like an I and an M. I me ba to? Oh, Villar. It's so clever because day and night, if you look at TV5 chat and mga local channels natin, it's littered with a bunch of Camille Villar ads. Chat, anong opinion niyo sa kanya? Kamanggawa party list seeks to abolish provincial wage rate system. There are definitely two sides to this and I'm talking sa kaalaman ko lang, which by the way is not a lot at all. Again, I'm a live streamer. On the side na against sa pag-abolish ng provincial rate, ang argument nila is increasing the rate of provincial wages will cause a massive and sudden effect sa lahat ng presyuhin ng bilihin doon. Now, those who are against it, I think are arguing from the perspective that hindi umaangat yung kalidad ng buhay sa probinsya as fast as the quality of living in highly urbanized cities where wages are much higher. In fact, there are even some cities na highly urbanized na, mahal na yung bilihin, yung sweldo pang probinsya pa rin. Because you see how complex the problem is, right? We need somebody who's smart enough to marry those two sides and come out with a level-headed, correct, and sustainable decision. Problema yan ng mga government leaders natin. That's why in 2025, you'd want to vote for smart people. And I think my POV here is still pretty intact. Na totoo, there are pros and cons to it. It's not as easy as abolishing provincial rates. Yeah. It's not as easy. Let's finish the video, then let's look at the comments.
Manila. O di sige, sukatin natin. Subukan natin kung totoo ba yung argumento na yan. Nung tumawid ba ako mula Muntinlupa papunta dito sa San Pedro, nag-iba ba yung presyo ng bigas? Nag-iba ba yung presyo ng kuryente, ng tubig, ng utilities, ng mga pangunahing bilihin? Mas nagmura ba yung presyo ng gulay, karne? Isa pa sa sinasabi nila, magkaiba daw yung buhay sa probinsya tsaka sa Metro Manila. Anong magkaiba dito? Merong supermarket, may Jollibee, may hotel, may komersyo, may mga negosyo. Hindi nga probinsya itsura nito eh. Parang Metro Manila rin eh. Yung nature of work o yung trabaho na ginagampanan ng mga manggagawa, di ba magkakaparehas lang naman? Yung manggagawa ng Jollibee at ng Pure Gold, pati nitong Sogo, parehas lang ng ginagawa ng mga manggagawa doon sa Muntinlupa. Yung security guard, yung fast food crew, at iba pang mga manggagawa, pare-parehas lang din. Pare-parehas ng ginagawa at pare-parehas 8 oras ang ipinapasok sa trabaho. Kung pare-parehas pala lahat, bakit mas mababa at mas barat ang sahod dito sa San Pedro? O sige nga, kayo mga nasa gobyerno, explain nyo nga yan. Ikaw, Secretary Balisacan ng DepDep. Secretary Benny Laguesma, kaya nyo bang ipaliwanag yung walang kwentang lohika ng provincial rate? Kayo mga nasa National Wages and Productivity Commission, kasama na yung mga regional wage boards. Ikaw, Director Criselda C. Ikaw nga dapat nagpapaliwanag nito eh. Sige nga, explain mo sa amin ano ang rason kung bakit dapat mas mababa ang sahod dito sa San Pedro kumpara doon sa Metro Manila. At ito mga boss yung dahilan kung bakit tayo lumalaban para tuluyan.
Oh my God. Galit si TikTok. Nagalit si TikTok. I haven't spoken in a while. I was just absorbing everything, honestly. Sorry TikTok. Sorry, nagalit. Ano raw, copying.
ang mabuwag, yang walang
Replicating yata.
kwentang provincial rate. At bakit kahit ilang buwan na tayo na nasa Kongreso, patuloy tayong nag-iingay at nangangalampa.
Huh. It's a fair point. I'm not gonna lie. Alright? It's a very, very, very fair point. Especially with the example, the concrete example na pre-provide niya, 'di ba? Na, you know, Muntinlupa, Laguna, magkatabi. But at the same time, cost of living is not that far apart. Urbanization is not that far apart. Pero yung sahod sa Muntinlupa, yung sahod sa Muntinlupa is still Metro Manila wage rate. Then Laguna, hindi na same yung wages. And that's definitely problematic. But I feel like pointing out the problems has to be more encompassing than this one. It can't just be pointing out the problems as if one answer fixes everything. Na sige, gawin na lang nating Metro Manila wages din. It will create more problems. So I feel like, but I don't think a 3-minute TikTok is supposed to explain all of that. I think awareness will be the first step. I would want to hear more from this congressman. Tama, no? Congressman siya. Kasi House of Representatives siya, di ba? He's I would want to hear more solutions. Because complaining is one thing. Complaining logically is one thing too. Like yung ginagawa niya. Giving good examples. But curious ako malaman kung ano yung possible solutions talaga nito. Yeah. I mean, because you could really you can mess a local economy up. Like, you could mess the Laguna economy up the minute na gawin mong Metro Manila wages. Yeah. Mababaw yung arguments. It's a very compelling point, right? It's very compelling because, you know, as a politician, you pick a battle, make it the common enemy, and people will love you. That's true, right? That's also another good way to put it. Zonal value is largely dictated by tax returns, 'di ba? Na kapag tumaas na yung tax returns, ibig sabihin may progress yung zone and so tataas yung zonal value niya. That makes sense. That's not because provincial versus Metro Manila does sound outdated. Maybe a tiering system would make more sense because if more people are able to pay their taxes, mas mataas ang taxes sa isang region, sa isang zone, then sure, the wages there could be different too. I don't know, like this is exactly why I say my point from the old TikTok is still intact. Kasi kailangan natin ng matatalinong tao. Hindi dapat natin to pinoproblema. Unfortunately, this 3-minute video is only an introduction to the problem. Sana, if we dig deeper, we find out what his answers are to it. Yeah, that's one immediate problem. Diba? If that's one big problem if you automatically make it normal wages, like Metro Manila wages. Yeah, I mean, also inflation, right? Kasi ipapasa lang naman, ang mangyayari dyan, ipapasa lang ng producers, ng mga kumpanya, yung cost ng mas mataas na bayad na pasahod to the consumer. Okay, from 600 naging 695 na ang minimum. Okay, yung 95 pesos na yan, ipa-price in ko na lang sa presyo ng bilihin. Pero ano eh, may counter na dun eh. Ang presyo ng bilihin, parehas lang naman eh. Like, again, Laguna. We're not talking about a far-flung province versus Metro Manila. We're just talking about Laguna and Muntinlupa, right? And based on his examples, at least in this 3-minute video, yung cost of living naman dito sa Laguna hindi na lalayo sa Muntinlupa according to this video. So technically, it's a compelling argument is all I'm trying to say. And I feel like there are lapses in that argument because it's not comprehensive. Kulang because it doesn't address the problems from the other side. I just hope that imbis na my hope is that hindi lang to political tool. Hindi to political tool para lang i-unite yung voter base niya to give him more and more love. And then wala pala talagang solusyon. Hi Manang, familiar, right? Familiar. Our politicians do that. They love creating a common enemy and not really giving a solution to it. Ang solution nila is very, very, very simple. Too good to be true. And we can do this in 6 months type of deal. Diba? Yeah? Hi, Ate Tess. Okay. I think I was good though. Parang ayoko nang umuwi. Wow! Yo, check this out, chat. Hey, Thine. Okay, ito, promise. Last 3 threads. Ito at yung top 2 dito. And then that's it. We'll do the raffle. So, kung wala pa yung pangalan nyo dito, press 1. Malapit na talaga tayo mag-raffle. Literally in the next 10 minutes, raffle time na. Press 1 if your name is still not here. This is already sorted according to alphabetical order. We got Thine in the building. Press 1 lang, press 1 lang. We can do this with unity. A classic. Unity will unite us all. Okay, Justine? Alright. This is interesting. Found my grandfather's old World War II era documents, stocks plus checks. Do these still have any value? Wow, look at that, chat. Good for the months. Good for 6 months. Thank you, Barnes. And then stocks. Some Philippine Veterans Bank. I feel like the stocks are still gonna be okay. But the checks do have an expiration date. Hindi ba mga cheque may expiration date? Check. Expiration. 6 months. Yeah, pero yung... Yeah, 6 months expiration date. Yeah, ito Philippine Veterans Bank. May Veterans Bank pa ba? Philippine Veterans Bank? Yeah, meron pa. May Philippine Veterans Bank pa. Look at that, chat. 100 pesos, 1996. 100 pesos... 9 stocks. So, 900 pesos to. 900 pesos to. Ito, hindi nakalagay. 7 common shares. In 1996. So, it's not gonna be that big. Maybe 5K, I feel. Give them a call. May nagsabi dito, Puta, bakit dito ka nagtatanong? Puro chismis at pangbabash lang alam ng mga tao. Kung K-pop yan, mag-uunahan pa yan sumagot. Yo, I'm gonna give this an upvote. Sobrang galit nito. This guy is not in the mood today. My God. I don't know about that. I don't know kung 900,000 pesos na yung halaga nito. It's not that. Look, like it's $100. 9 shares, so 900 pesos yung halaga nito. Ito, I'm not sure. Maybe 700 pesos if it's issued on the same date. 1.6. And then, ano na yung value ng company ngayon? We don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Probably maybe tough to give an estimate because we don't know how valuable Philippine Veterans Bank is right now. Wait, is it a listed stock? Hindi naman yata, di ba? Veterans Bank. Listed ba sa stock market ang Philippine Veterans Bank? I don't think so. Here, PVB. Wala, it's a private company. Yeah, see? Company type, private. So we'll never know kung ano na yung halaga nila ngayon. Veterans Bank. Okay, ano to? Biglang nasama sa Biblia. What? Sa sobrang in character niya. May galit na kinikim-kim. Sobrang in character niya eh. No? Gusto niya talagang he's very serious about his role. And he doesn't want you to for a second think that he's only acting. Gusto niya malaman nyo how serious he is. Instant kasama ka kagad. Method acting. Yeah, feeling ko kakilala, no? May chance. Ako yung natakot sa'yo, yeah. Literal na don't judge the book by its cover. Oh God, what's this? It's a snake. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey, Kara. Good midnight. Oh, midnight na? Tara, raffle na tayo, chat. Okay, let's get this going. Mini raffle. Mini raffle. So we are gonna duck race this. And then for the general raffle, I will release a stream schedule this month. That's when we can rock with the second wheel. But for now, last call na sa mga gustong sumali sa ating mini raffle tonight. 3 winners. 1 winner of Garnier Skincare. 1 winner Lace 3-pack. And 1 winner of 3 liters of Vita Soy Plus. All you have to do is press 1 dito sa YouTube or sa Twitch. At kailangan kasali rin kayo sa Discord. Okay? So press 1 if your name isn't here yet. That is the only time you can win kung andito ang pangalan ninyo. So I will make a roll call. If wala yung pangalan nyo dito, then I am sorry. Okay? Gerard Santos, got you. Okay, here we go. Last chance lumipat sa YouTube. Same username, Sia Benipayo. Roll call. Alex, Barnes, Biels, Christian, Yuris, Gerard, Jolly Patdog, Levi, Leo, LJ, Mok, Mio, OJ, Pau, Paul Will, Romeo, Shantaru, SWG, Thine, and Volt. Manny, are you going to be joining tonight? Okay, are you gonna be joining tonight? Here we go, chat. Yeah, pwede pa, Manny. Okay, I'm closing the doors in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're done. It's closed. It's closed. Okay. So again, the way we're gonna be doing this is ubos ang lahi. The last 10 people will proceed to a duck race. And then from that duck race, we will determine our first, second, and third place. Our first place will decide what item they would want to win for themselves. Second placer will do the same. Third placer will get whatever the first and second person did not choose. So without further ado, it's raffle time, baby. Here we go, chat. Oh my God, how many seconds to? First one to be eliminated. Oh, wala na yung Bebuba Barnes. I am sorry, but you are eliminated. Meron ba? Wala na yung Bebuba eh. Yeah, wala na si Bebuba. Wala na si Bebuba. Tinanggal na talaga. But this is long, man. 10 second spins. Let's rock. Next up. Bills, I am sorry, but you have been eliminated. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I am sorry, Mio. You are out. LJ, thank you for joining. You are out. Yung ano diba? Be, bu, ba. And then, mok, mok, mok. Gumaganon sa dulo. Okay, here we go. Pau, you have been eliminated. Okay. Next up. Ayun lang, fine. Thank you for joining, but you have been eliminated. If I'm not mistaken, we are down to our last 15. We're gonna eliminate 5 more, okay? And then move on to our duck race. Here we go. I'm sorry, Mock. But the wheel has chosen. You will not be a winner in tonight's raffle. All right, next. Volt. You are eliminated. Next up. Levy, I am sorry to say, but you won't be winning tonight. Unless, of course, the reason why I'm listing the 10 people here is because if yung top 10 natin may absent, itong 11 to 15 natin ang papalit. Okay, so may chance. May chance pa. Alright, here we go. SWG is at number 12. Paul Will is at number 11. Okay, so chat, ito ang remaining 10 natin. I need you to press 1 if you are present. Otherwise, people from the top 15 are going to replace you. Press 1, Alex, Christian, Yuris, Gerard Santos, Jolly Potdog, Leo Kagape, Manny, OJ, Romeo, and Shantaru. Press 1. Alright, Gerard is in. Alex is in. Yuris, Jolly Potdog, Leo, Romeo. Okay. 4 people. I need the confirmation of 4 people. Christian, Manny, OJ, and Shantaru. Christian is present. Tatlo na lang. Manny, OJ, and Shantaru. Press 1 if you are here. Naku, sinabi pa naman ni Manny, no? Tonight is the night. I feel it. Yun na nga eh, di ba? Wala na si OJ. Okay, I am going to give these 3 10 seconds. Otherwise, papalitan sila nung 11 to 15 natin. Yun nga eh. Okay, OJ pressed 1. Manny and Shantaru, you have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and okay, looks like Paul Will is up to replace people from the top 10. Paul Will, you have 10 seconds to press 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hala, pati si Paul nawala. 5. Okay, Paul is here. Okay. I guess now we only have one slot left. SWG, if you are here, press 1. SWG. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. SWG, press 1. 5, 4, 3. Oh my gosh. 2, 1. Okay, nag-hello siya. All right, Levy, that means you won't make it. I guess you almost did, though. You almost did. All right, let's go duck race. One-minute timer. Are you ready? Good luck to our top 10. So like I mentioned earlier, we will only be accepting 3 winners. First place will get first dibs kung anong pricing gusto niya. Second place will get second dibs. Third place will get whatever first and second placers did not want. Here we go. Good luck to the following: SWG, Paul Will, Romeo, OJ, Leo. Who is this? Jolly Pot Dog. Oh my God, who are these? Romeo, Paul Will, SWG, OJ, Leo, Jolly Pot Dog, Gerard Santos, Yuris, Christian, and Alex. 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. Well, we all know that the exciting part of the race happens in the last 10 seconds, right? Kasi sa ganitong, you never really know. Like oftentimes, there are ducks who climb the fastest during the last leg. And unfortunately though, sometimes what happens is, even if umarangkada sila in the last 10 seconds, hindi pa rin sila humahabol in time. So you don't necessarily want to be first, but you don't want to be last either. Just like Jolly Pot Dog, who was first at first, is now falling way behind. Si Yuris na ngayon ang nauuna. Last 10 seconds, aarangkada pa ba yung mga nahuhuli? We have Paul Will being very, very fast. I think Paul Will's gonna nail it. First placer, Paul Will. Second placer, Christian. And third, si OJ. Oh my God, is that it? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ganda nung Spider-Man, by the way. Ang cute. Alright, Paul, Will, Christian, and OJ, you are our first, second, and third placers. Alright, ang tanong for you, Paul, of our 3 items that are being raffled tonight, which are these. Hold on. Boom. Okay, which one would you like? Would you like to have the Garnier skincare? Would you want to have the Lace 3-pack? Or the 3 liters of Vitasoy Plus? Sobrang imbalance ng prices no? And just so you know, ito yung Garnier skincare natin. Congratulations daw to the winners, of course. Our Garnier skincare will include Vitamin C Dry Touch Cream and an Acno Fight Anti-Acne Facial Wash / Scrub. That will be our Garnier skincare. Okay, our Lace 3-pack will be the following. Lace Barbecue, Lace Swiss Cheese, and Lace Nori. Which one do you prefer? You can take it. You can take the Vitasoy if you want. Ikaw ang first place eh. And as for our Vitasoy, 3 litro. As for our Vitasoy, you will be getting, as for our Vitasoy winner, you will be getting 1 liter of Vitasoy Plus in Milky, Vitasoy Plus in Milky Oat, and Vitasoy Plus in Milky Almond. Garnier it is for Paul. All right, got it. Final answer. Lock it in. Lock it in, Paul. Too high in calories. Okay, mukhang locked in na. You sure you don't wanna take the Vitasoy? Biglang naging mix and match yan. Okay sana i-mix and match eh. Kaso dalawang items lang yung Garnier. Lock it in, lock it in. Or do you want the Vitasoy? That's more protein, bro. That's protein. As first placer, you can pick whichever one you want. Are you gonna lock in our Vitasoy? Alright, not a soy fan. Garnier it is para kay Paul. Okay, Christian, you are up next. Christian, you are up next. Christian, sa dalawang ito, ano ang pag... Yeah, almond and oat milk. Hindi siya soy milk, ah. Almond milk is almond milk. Oat milk is oat milk by Vitasoy. And then yung milky lang talaga yung Vitasoy. Yeah, technically, kung kasama yung bag, the bag is from WWF. So technically, yes, 3 items kung kasama yung bag. Okay, and si Christian, pinili niya ang Lace. Which means OJ gets the Vitasoy Plus just as OJ wished. So, swerte ni OJ dun, ah. You are lucky, OJ. Yeah. Yeah, I would think that the Vitasoy is the prized possession because it is the most nutritious and it is also the one with the best value for me personally. But of course, skincare is skincare, and if you love lace, you love lace. So ayan, chat, ito na ang final winners natin. Congratulations to these 3. Now, I do owe you a stream schedule. That one I will be working on. Just been very busy even today. Nag-view ulit kami ng mga units, and the honest truth, chat, is it's still a tough call. At this point, it's a very, very tough call to know. At this point, we viewed maybe, I think, close to 10 units already. We viewed 4 in BGC, 1 in Pasig, 3 in QC. So 8. 8 units na yung na-view namin. Will we end up in Pasig? In BGC? Mapapalayo na ba kami sa QC once and for all? We don't know. We don't know. But for now, chat, this is where the stream ends. More updates on that. But for now, we just keep on doing. We gotta keep doing. I'll see you in tomorrow's stream. May stream tayo Thursday. May stream din tayo ng Friday. Thankfully, hindi tayo nawala ng internet tonight. I want to give a huge shout out to Mommy Keiko for the 5 gifted. Chat, I really, really wish we could get these numbers up. At the moment, we are at 113 out of 250. Huwag tayong pumayag, bumaba pa to. Memberships help the community. Subs help the community. If you have an Amazon Prime membership, it is free to become a Twitch sub. So, if hindi mo ginagamit yung Twitch sub na yun, just subscribe to me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, magkano ang Twitch sub? Twitch sub, Amazon Prime, Twitch sub Philippines. Amazon Twitch, it's not a lot, chat. Here. It's not a lot, is what I want to tell you. But it is still something is better than nothing, right? Kung di ako nagkakamali, magkano ang Twitch sub sa Philippines? Here, Philippines. 75 cents, chat. 75 cents. I will be getting 75 cents. 45 pesos. If you have an Amazon Prime at hindi nyo pa nagagamit yung sub, give that sub to me, chat. It's free. It's free. Doesn't come with any cost. $45. Behave ba tayo sa Friday stream? Gusto mo tahimik lang tayo sa Friday? Pwede naman tahimik lang yung stream sa Friday. Why not? Let's see, Alex, kung matuloy sa Pasig. Yeah. But I'll see you tomorrow and on Friday, chat. Stream goes on. I promised you a five stream day week because of the 4 days, the past 2 weeks. So, by hook or by crook, tutuloy natin yan. Okay? Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow, chat. Tulog na. It's 12:30.